Mark Schlereth's analysis of Myles Garrett on The Rich Eisen Show raises an important point about the value of elite defensive players in the NFL, particularly one of Garrett's caliber. Through Schlereth's lens, every NFL team should consider the immense impact a player like Garrett can have on their defense and overall team success. The discussion touches on a crucial football reality. While offensive skill positions like wide receivers tend to grab headlines in cap space, it's the dominance at the line of scrimmage that can truly elevate a team's fortunes. From an American football fan's perspective, Schlereth's assertion that Myles Garrett is a war daddy aptly captures the essence of a player who can change the course of a game single-handedly. For teams like Washington, Buffalo, or any other franchise with Super Bowl aspirations, acquiring Garrett could represent the missing piece that transforms their defensive front into an elite unit capable of competing with the league's best. In today's NFL, where franchise quarterbacks and high-powered offenses dominate the narrative, the importance of controlling the trenches cannot be overstated. The Philadelphia Eagles serve as a prime example of this philosophy. Schlereth points out how the Eagles, by dominating the line of scrimmage, were able to excel, particularly on defense. Their front four controlled games without needing to blitz, which is a luxury only the most dominant defensive lines can afford. Garrett, as Schlereth notes, is the type of player who commands attention from the moment the offense lines up. His presence alone forces opposing teams to alter their game plans. The pucker factor Garrett creates for offensive linemen and quarterbacks, essentially the fear and anxiety of trying to block him, is something Schlereth emphasizes. When a player like Garrett lines up, offensive coordinators are forced to dedicate extra resources, whether that means double-teaming him with a tackle and tight end or committing to quick, short passing plays that neutralize his pass rush. This pressure creates opportunities for the rest of the defense, allowing linebackers and defensive backs to capitalize on hurried throws or mistakes. For a team considering acquiring Garrett, Schlereth suggests that the price tag, whatever it may be, would be justified. Garrett is a rare commodity in the NFL, someone who can transform an entire defense by his mere presence. When you break the huddle and see number 95 on the other side, the game changes. Garrett's ability to dominate one-on-one matchups and disrupt both the run and pass makes him invaluable. His impact extends beyond just racking up sacks. He forces offenses to adjust, often leading to mistakes and missed opportunities for opposing teams. From a broader perspective, this discussion touches on a fundamental truth in football. Teams that dominate the line of scrimmage often dictate the flow of the game. As Schlereth points out, teams like the Eagles, who control both the offensive and defensive lines, have a significant advantage. They can protect their quarterback, establish the run, and keep themselves in manageable down and distance situations. Defensively, when you can rush for and still create pressure, as Philadelphia did, it allows you to drop more players into coverage, which limits the offense's ability to create explosive plays. This is why Garrett's potential availability is such a tantalizing prospect for so many teams. He would instantly elevate any defense he joins. A team like Buffalo, which has a strong defensive front but has struggled to consistently generate pressure without blitzing, could see Garrett as the final piece needed to push them over the top. In Washington, a team already stacked with defensive talent, Garrett could create a truly fearsome defensive line that would be a nightmare for NFC East quarterbacks. Ultimately, Schlereth's point is clear. Myles Garrett is a generational talent, and any team with the means to acquire him should explore that possibility. The NFL is a league built on margins, and a player like Garrett can swing the balance in a team's favor. Whether or not the Browns actually move on from Garrett remains to be seen, but his value, as Schlereth explains, is undeniable. In a league where success is often determined by who wins at the line of scrimmage, Garrett's ability to disrupt opposing offenses makes him one of the most valuable assets in football.